What's up guys, it's McCrafter here, and today we're going to be doing our first Minecraft video. So let's dive right in. These are all my worlds. We have my creative world, my one block, main world, and my super flat world. But today we're going to just make a new survival world, main survival world. So, yep. I'll not be doing hardcore because I suck at the game. I'm not that bad, but coordinates, days played, all the stuff, turn off fire spreads. I don't like fire spreads. And turn off multiplayer. Nope. Okay. And let's create it. So I am hoping for a village. And today we're going to try and build a semi-good looking base. Here we go. Savannah. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Okay. So I will not be building my base in a Savannah biome because Savannah biomes suck. I will be making my base in a plains biome because they good. Can everyone agree that acacia wood is like the worst wood in Minecraft? Just saying, like, does anyone agree with that? I genuinely think that it is. Like, why did Mojang have to add an orange wood? Oops. Okay, so let's just get the basic tools. Okay, let's just get the basic tools. I don't know if you guys are like me, but for some reason I always get 16 cobblestone specifically because I like to get a furnace and all the basic tools first. Let me know if I'm the only one that does that. Oh, dirt. 13, 14, 16, and we want to resyn again. Okay. Now, usually, right now I'd be looking for a village, so let's go ahead and do that. But first, oh, come here, stupid. These controls are very hard, especially the, ooh, I like sheep. Especially the, on the, whatever this is. These controls are very hard for me. Oh, come here, here we go. Okay, we got one wall, I just need two more. Now stop. Just because I can't hit with these controllers doesn't mean you have to run away. So we're gonna go ahead and search till we find a village. McCrafter here. So when I set off on this journey to find a village, let me tell you, it took forever. I went through about 50 jungles. You'll see these in a minute. So here's one of the jungles. And so I'm just collecting jungle resources for whenever I plan to build a castle in episode 2. And you can see me just doing that right now. I was collecting materials till I came to this Stony Shores biome, where I got full copper armor and some tools, except the hoe and the shovel, of course, because who makes those? Then I continued on my very very, very long and ridiculous journey. In fact, this journey was so long that it took almost 3 real-life hours to complete, and I had to stop recording midway through. So, here's me making my way through another jungle, and it's just like, why? Why would there have to be 50 jungles in my path to a single village? Like, I'm genuinely confused why I ran into so many jungle and savanna biomes. Also, I'm not an idiot. I know that they're both warm biomes, so they're most likely going to be next to each other. But the amount of time I spent in both of those, I went through so many savanna biomes that I got like a half a stack of leather just from killing llamas. Crazy part is, too, I ran into a Stony Shores biome, or no, I ran into like 3 Stony Shores biomes. I didn't run into a single cold biome because I'm in like all warm biomes by this point. I got so fed up with jungles that those 2 fire charges that I collected earlier, I started burning one down. But then I realized, oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot that I turned fire spreads off in this world. So, here is me finding my second jungle temple. And the loot inside was actually alright. I mean, like, second is crazy to me. Like, the odds of finding 2 jungle temples before you find a village this was just a rage bait. Minecraft was rage baiting me. Though I did get some free redstone out of it. And I got 2 armor trims and a lot of gold. Plus, like a stack of bones. So I was actually pretty happy about running into 2 of, like, some of the rare structures in the game. But I genuinely don't understand. Like, I looked this up, and it is well below under 1% chance that I ran into 2 jungle temples before one of the most common structures in Bedrock. Like, it said that I had to generate a specific rare seed and navigate a specific rare path just so that I could go to a jungle, just so that I could find 2 jungle temples before I even spotted a village. The odds are actually insane that happened. This is just a random C2. I did not purposely path this out so that I would find those jungle temples. I genuinely just found them by chance. Anyways, I just kept traveling through all the jungles until I found, in my opinion, the best flower in the game, the rosebush. I just love decorating with this thing so much. Like, I feel like it's just the perfect tall flower. Like, all the other tall flowers are just not good looking. Like, I really like that there's red, purple, pink, but I think Mojang should add maybe a blue tall flower, maybe a yellow tall flower, maybe an orange one. More about flowers, I collected a bunch of those on the way, and I ended up getting a stack and 16 of the rosebush, and I picked up some other ones along the way, but I didn't feel they were worthy enough to be in my very crowded inventory from all of this ridiculous traveling. So I continued on my journey, finally making it out of a jungle, and now I'm in this forest biome, looking out all over the plains down below, and I just can't find anything good at all until, what's that over there? Is that another jungle? Oh my gosh, my favorite. So yeah, I went back into the jungles, and I actually couldn't escape them by this point. Jungles were just everywhere. I ended up also finding like 5 mesa biomes. Yeah, here's one right here now. I found so many of these. I really wanted to make my base. I was like really tempted to make my base near one because I just love terracotta as a building block in general, and I wanted to get some green terracotta so I could just like do stuff with that and stuff. So as I continued traveling, I eventually made it to the I don't know, what is this by this point? Like, 7th Savannah? I was actually, by this point, I was just hoping to find a village. I didn't even care if this village was in a savannah at this point. I just wanted a village. Here's me collecting some cacti, just in case I ran into, or just so I could make a cacti farm when I went to my base. When I found it a while later. Then, I got out of a jungle again until I found another one. And at this point, I've used all of my cooked food. And I'm still traveling, but I was just too lazy to make, you know, I was just too lazy to sit there and cook some more food. So I just ate all the 29 raw beef and pork chop that I had. I got all this beef and stuff from killing cows in savannas and things like that. So I also grabbed some melons and I just kept walking. So I traveled through the savannah for a little bit, really hoping for a village. And of course I didn't find it, so I just kept walking. And walking. And walking. And eating raw beef. Oh, there's another mesa biome. Let's just avoid that because mesa biomes are warm biomes. And right here, I was actually really considering putting my base here because I was just so tired of traveling through jungles, mesas, and savannas at this point. That was I was genuinely considering giving up. And I was holding my tablet in between my knees this entire time. So my knees were getting incredibly sore just from holding this tablet together. That's why it shifts every now and then. So, I don't know exactly how long and how many in-game days my journey took. I'll have to check. But if my screen looks like Tatooine in the top left corner, that's because of the two lights that I used to make my setup look pretty good. Good, I guess, just good. And so, here's me collecting some more rose bushes. I did find, maybe 5 lava pools. I did consider making my base next to these, because I can just make the speedrunner lava portal, if I still remember how to do that. Then I decided to make a pair of shears, because I wanted to collect some, what was it? I want to collect some wool from all the sheep that I went past. Then I found this insane mountain that I'm currently scaling, and there was at least a stack of iron alone on this mountain, and probably 3 stacks of coal, but I just avoided the coal because I already had enough of it. So, yeah, all of this iron and coal just sitting here. And this was actually one of those mountain biomes with calcite on it. I really like how Mojang includes, calcite as a building block on the mountains instead of just sitting in amethyst geodes. So now I don't have to go underground to find calcite. But anyways, so yeah, I mined a ton of iron here. And I continued down. What's this? Another jungle. What a surprise. I continued through this jungle, just trying to get out of it, because at this point, my soul was dead. And I mean dead. I genuinely did not feel like I could keep doing this. I was just... I saw, actually, the only thing that kept me going was the few pandas that I saw, and then I just found out that I could have done magic along here. I'll show you how good I am at magic. You ready for this? I don't think you are. So, 3, 2, 1, hippity hoppity, I'm in a village. See, this is just a new command, or, no, not command. See, I'm just like the Lord of the Rings, so I can just do all this magic and stuff. So, here's me walking a bunch of villagers in their houses, because I don't want them to die. I really want to make a trading hall and an iron farm in maybe the 5th or 6th episode of this series. And that's basically all I did for this next, I don't know, how many minutes is this? Okay, yes. So 11 minutes of just this, and actually yesterday, me and Real Mexican did a collab on Helldivers. So that was actually incredibly fun. Me and him got some good POVs. Unfortunately, my video did capture, like, none of his audio. So, if you saw my video and were wondering, like, hey, where's his audio at? Just go check out his channel, because he actually has both of our audios on there. And it was just tons of fun. So, I hope we can do one of those again. And here in the village, I'm walking people in their houses until I find this poor guy whose house is floating above a lava pool. So this village is actually perfect by this point to build my castle, because it's next to a forest. It has a lava pool, which I can speedrun Nether Portal if I can remember. And it has villagers. Why I want to find a village. It unfortunately does not have a blacksmith, so no free diamonds or obsidian. Or iron gear for that point. But I don't need iron. Remember, I just excavated an entire mountain for this iron. So, yeah. I think next episode, I'm gonna get started on... I think I'll get started on my castle next episode for sure. Since that was literally what the promise of this video was gonna be. A castle. But it ended up just being travel. So, yeah, here's me slaying their only protection from the zombies, while, nothing else happens, me just slaying their iron golem. And these are the first poppies I pick up in this entire run. And here's me thinking I lock all the villagers in their house, and then this nitwit just walks away. I also found not a mending villager, what am I talking about? That's a future plan. I also found a villager that's a librarian, who, sells Density 5 right now. And there I was a little confused, because I was like, why isn't the house burning? Then, because my idiot brain forgot that, oh, yeah, I turned on fire doesn't spread. So here's me stealing some bread and some emeralds from them, in case the wandering trader comes back, since I did collect a single cocoa bean. In case I ever want to make a cocoa bean farm, I'm never going back to a jungle, actually, so I'm just gonna rely on wandering traders for that. And now I am picking a spot to place my castle. So this was really, this was challenging for me, because I wanted this base spot to be perfect after that 2 IRL hours of traveling. So, just searching for a place, locking more villagers than their homes. Oh, and I'm also, at this point in time, I don't know, there's a forest right next to my village. So, after I place down my bed, I do go look for a forest. I'm also pretty happy because this is a sunflower field right next to my village. So, because my inventory is, that, I decide to go and look for a forest, because I have literally 0 wood in my inventory. I have this much random stuff, but no wood. Also considering making a saddle, because I did get diamond horse armor from one of the jungle temples. So in the next episode, I'll probably get a horse or something. And here I'm looking at the insane amount of leather that I've gotten just from killing llamas and cows, yes, but mainly llamas. And here I am. Yeah, I just go looking for forest and stuff over there, so I can get, chests to put my mess of an inventory in. And one of the very cool things that I love about wherever this village is located, it's located right next to a swamp biome, which means lots of mushroom blocks, so I can make mushroom stew. And also, what's that flower? The blue orchid? Blue orchid, I think. So, yeah, I was very, very happy when I noticed, when editing, that there is a swamp next to my village. I may actually, I have a plan for a future, that I might make a slime farm inside the swamp. So, we'll see about that one, actually. And, yeah, I realized that there's a forest next to my village. And, I found a pink sheep, yes. I found a pink sheep next to a village, and I'm just so excited about this. And I do consider trapping it, but then I sure didn't see it. Oh, I got 3 wool from that. And you know what? Just to rage bait all of you. Yeah, just to rage bait all of you. Yeah, goodbye. Now I have the holy lamb chops. That's what I'm calling these. And I'm going to immortalize these things. The 3 pink wool and the lamb, dude. I just decided to rage bait everybody, dude. Just by killing that pink sheep. I actually kind of wish I hadn't done it when I did it. But, like, I could have name tagged it, or I could have just not played on this till the update of when Minecraft makes name tags craftable, then just name tagged it and lured it over with a piece of wheat. But I decided not to do that because I felt like it at the time. I had traveled so much, and I was just ready to release my steam on something, and there just happened to be a pink sheep. So then, since there's a lot of cows in the area, and sheep and all the things, I was considering making... No, I started farming seeds so that I could get like a 9x9 farm going. And then here's me finally dumping my very, very sad and clustered inventory into these 3 chests. So this first one that I'm filling up is all the stuff that I got from the jungle and stuff that's like, I don't know, like natural, I guess. The natural menu and the creative inventory, I guess. Then the second one's just my ore chest with the coal, the copper, and the ridiculous amount of iron that I got. Then I think the last chest, oh, and the diamond horse armor, can't forget about that. And I 110% plan to get 18 diamonds so I can duplicate that wild armor trim and get full wild armor, because I think that'd be sick. And then, yeah, just me dumping my leather and stuff. And it's at this point, like, oh, hey, there's a lot of cows. And that's when I decided to start farming seeds. I realized for a farm, I really didn't want to make my farm on the edge of the water, because I think those just look super, super ugly. So I decided to make a water bucket just so I could clear the seeds faster and get more seeds faster, but also just to, because I don't like farmland on the side of water. Like, it's just genuinely ugly to me. Like, does anyone else agree with me? I just don't like it. And if it's on a ledge near water, mobs trample it all the time. Versus when it's out in the middle of just an open space, mobs cannot trample it unless an Enderman just happens to decide he wants to pick up the farmland. But I don't know if they can actually do that anymore, because Mojang set them to only being able to pick up natural blocks. So I'm just clearing seeds right now, and you know, I was genuinely considering just... The last thing I did before I ended it was just all farming seeds, just so I could get specifically a 9x9, because I only need 1 block of water to, I don't know, what's that word, like, moisturize that many crops. So, also, the point of the farming of seeds and stuff is so that I can clear out area for my castle and get farmland at the same time. So, I was also clearing all the seeds out for my castle. So, I just do that for a while, and then right now I'm thinking about designing my castle in a creative world and putting it, and then just like maybe building it in this world. So I'm gonna design the castle in a creative world first, then build it inside this survival world. And then after I make the castle, I'm gonna call episode 3 the mining episode, where I just go mining like for a long, long time. I'm trying to get stacked up on diamonds, all the iron I'm gonna need for the farms I want to make, and just any ore in general. Cause I really like to be prepared for Ender Dragon fights. I've only been the Ender Dragon once, but it was a struggle with iron gear, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode off here. I'll see you in episode 2.